Okay, in this video, let's look at another divergence criteria which says that if a sequence is unbounded, that it has to be divergent. Okay, if a sequence is unbounded, then it is divergent. So let's try to prove it. A very simple two-liners, okay, and you should understand it also very clearly. Assume, let us say, assume that whatever sequence, a general term, an, is actually not divergent, but it is convergent, Let's try to get a contradiction out here. So, if it is convergent, what do we know about convergence? What do we know about convergence? Convergence implies boundedness. Convergence implies boundedness, and that's we've done this before, okay? We have done this before. Convergence implies boundedness. So this means we are getting a contradiction here, because our assumption is that the sequence is unbounded, but we're assuming it to be convergent, okay? Now, because convergence implies boundedness, this is pretty absurd, and this is contradiction to the fact that an is unbounded. Therefore, our assumption is not correct. Our assumption is wrong, okay? Our assumption is wrong, and therefore an is divergent. Let us look at a quick example of it, okay? Let us look at a quick example of it. So I'll give you a sequence, say a equals to 2 to the power n, okay? 2 to the power n. Now this sequence is divergent, and I'm going to prove that to you using this criteria. Now say an is bounded, okay? Say an is bounded, then that implies that there will exist some bound, right? Such that 2 to the power n is less than that bound m for all n greater than or equal to 1, okay? Now, for any natural number, okay, any natural number n will be less than 2 to the power n, which is less than m, okay, for any n again greater than or equal to 1. That's true, right? This relationship is true, okay? So, thus, in case I look at the sequence n, okay, look at the sequence n, okay? Now, the sequence n, that means is bounded, right? Sequence n is bounded, okay? Because n is less than 2n, which is less than n, okay? But this is weird. Why? Because n is the set of natural numbers, and this set is unbounded. This set is unbounded, so therefore it means that an, which was 2 to the power n, this is unbounded. Because in case 2 to the power n is bounded, then the natural numbers set n, or sequence of natural numbers n, has to be bounded, and if that is bounded, that is not possible because natural number set is unbounded. We know that. So therefore, by using what previously we said, that any sequence which is unbounded is divergent, therefore an is divergent. Okay, an will be divergent.